This is really not even necessary. Basically, there's a freaking TV show called Catfish that basically says things are too good to be true, anything. But here I am because of Swoozie, and I haven't watched Swoozie in a long while. You know how long it's been since I watched Swoozie's videos? Let's see. I think it was November when I lastly checked this stuff out. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm being jelly and everything. I don't know. But I can tell you, I could have told him, hey, dude, don't answer that email. Like, seriously, don't answer that email. I mean, there's like lots of things that's going on around the world. And lots of people basically can get screwed over by what's going on the internet. And that's for anyone who's saying, oh, what's that noise? That's Simpsons tap out because Mayor Quimby finished his nap and I had to tell him to go back to bed. So, anyways, this is just one thing I just need to tell you. It's the fact that there are people out there who will go on the internet, who go on emails and basically say, hey, what's up? I'm a hot girl and everything. I don't think ever I've saw a guy do it. So, yeah, but chances are it's usually a guy pretending to be a girl. And basically, he's using him, which in this case, he should be happy, but chances are if they were going to be using him like that, he would have noticed the fact that she's like, oh hi, I'm in Australia. If you send me $400 for my ticket, I will pay you back and meet you and do etc to you, which everyone should know that by then that is just wrong. And sadly, to be racist, which it's not really racist, it's just the truth. The fact that the Nigerians are really behind most of the stuff. I mean, there is some Americans who do it. Technically, I know a friend who's trying to do it right now because he got the idea from another friend of mine, which he would be flattered if I called him a friend, that he actually got scammed by some dude and he sent $900 to this guy. And the parents got pissed the frick off. Yeah, this series got pissed the frick off. It took his computer, took all his privileges, blocked everything. Yeah, it's just really wild. It's kind of like as if they almost disowned him. But chances are it'll heal. They'll heal. They'll heal. He learned his lesson. They'll heal. But still, when you get something on an email that says, hi, I'm da 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 da, you know what I say to that? That's bull crap. And I freaking just delete it as soon as I get it. As soon as I get it, I'm like, delete. Because it's not really anything. I mean, even on Facebook too. I mean, at first I actually was like, ooh, that's awesome. But as soon as I look around and see that she doesn't respond whatsoever to anything, I'm like, okay, this is it. Yeah, delete. And that's when I started to be like, okay, I'm kind of suspicious on who the freak you are. Yeah, there's like so many people who I'm like, yeah, you're staying in the friends waiting list to be added until you prove that you're actually a real person instead of like some bot or some guy who's trying to get money or crap. But still, yeah, I could have told him, don't do it, bro, don't do it. She most likely is playing you for a fool. Which I don't know. I don't know what sick thrill she's getting out of it. I don't really know. It's weird, period. Especially the fact that she didn't say anything about if you give me money, I'll be able to go to you or something. Yeah, this is like really, really suspicious. I don't know. Could be some fat girl. Sorry to say this, yeah, but could be some fat girl who's just in the basement or something, and she's like truly insecure about herself. And chances are she most likely would be like, oh my gosh, I have this date, I'm on a date, I'm ready. And she's like, oh my gosh, I can't go through with this. And she just stays at home. And maybe, yeah, she can't really, yeah, one thing I would have told him is call her. Yeah, as soon as it'd been like an hour or something, I would straight up call her. If she's like, hello, then you know for a fact that she's basically going to ditch you and it's hurting her and stuff like that. I don't really know. All I can tell you is that spending time after time just waiting there like a fool, especially if you have like a few girls actually identifying you. Yeah, that's one crazy thing. Like, if you got a few girls identifying you and everything, shoot, man. If it happened to me, I wouldn't have done it at all. I mean, the only way I'm doing it is that on a certain website I'm on, I basically am like, hey, You should pick me up. You know, we can have a nice, good adventure. We could go like to some Walmart, or we can go to the landing, or go to Chamberlain Book Mines, the both of them, to see if there's any good books in there. You know, like all this stuff. You know, yeah, we could just basically enjoy, tour the whole entire place. Yeah, I mean seriously, it's like yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. So, oh wow, what's going on here? So, oh crap, what's going on? Oh damn, nothing's going on actually. It's just some dude actually commented. Yeah, I just talked on another one, and I think it's a girl or a guy. Yeah, I was just being silly, but whatever. Yeah, let's continue on what I was saying before I get out of context. Oh my gosh, XXD, you son of a you stupid tablet. I'll kick your ass. Anyways, let me just continue on with the whole. Yeah, I mean, I would basically be like freaking Black on that thing. I mean, if I actually had something in a car and stuff, and then all that stuff like that, I would basically go out as freaking Caillou Black and say, you know what? If she freaking stood me up, and then I see a girl who's walking all alone going to a certain thing, I'll be like, hey, how you doing? Are you all alone? Oh, you are? Well, guess what? I have one more ticket. Would you like to join me? That's exactly what I would do. I would freaking say, you know what? I'm going to make a better thing out of this. So at least instead of looking like a fool sitting on the bench, I would straight up go out and say, hey, how you doing? I have one extra ticket. Would you like to go enjoy this movie with me? Yeah, that's exactly what I would do. Which is kind of funny that when it comes to a movie experience, especially where I usually go to, there's like at least, I would say there's like one girl I actually talked to, another girl who actually, I told her stay after freaking, I think it was X-Men, yeah, the Wolverine. That's the first time I saw her, was in the Wolverine. And I told her you should stay, and then if you didn't stay, I'll tell you about it. And then while we were walking out, while I was walking out, I saw her and I told her exactly what happened in the Wolverine in the post credits. And then we saw her funny. We saw her, small world, in the Winter Soldier when we first went to see it. She was down there in the row. It was so funny. Yeah, she learned. She learned. I helped someone out. Yeah, I helped so many people out. Yeah. So, yeah, it's kind of funny. If I'm able to go all by myself, or basically the girl will pay for it. I know that sounds horrible. You're like, oh my gosh, he's such a cheapskate. But seriously, yeah, I mean, I would enjoy it even so. I mean, it's better than just enjoying being like, do 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 do. Yeah, I mean, at least I wouldn't have these bites all over my freaking damn arm. At least I would just basically be in the movie theater with the girl that, yeah, barely know her, but chances are I could take her if she's a nutso psycho. But still, yeah, dude, you freaking should know, and hopefully you'll learn from this. And you know what was the biggest thing I said, oh hell no to? Was the fact that when he showed her number, it was a freaking British number, or the number was 011. And I was like, dude, as soon as a girl is like, oh, text me here and it's 011, I'm like, that's not in America. And I would even text her back saying, hey, that's not in America. I don't give a darn if you came to freaking Orlando. I don't give a darn if you're like, oh, but I'll change my number soon. I'm like, screw you, alright? Chances are you'll be okay finding some other dude to actually talk to, alright? So thank you for everything, and I am going away from you. Peace. That's exactly what I would do. But if she has like the same area code and everything as me, and she basically is like, all right, yeah, I'll I'll pick you up and everything. I would be like, all right, that's awesome. And then basically I would try to figure out where exactly can I tell her to pick me up at. Because if I tell her to pick me up at where my house is, she knows where I live, meaning that she can straight up attack me out of nowhere, sends a bunch of ninjas to come kill me. Yeah, so basically I would just get the idea of, you know what? Pick me up at the library. Yeah, because I live near a library. I would tell her, yeah, pick me up at the library. I'll be wearing did most likely to my brown coat. Yeah, and then basically you know it's me and I know it's her. Yeah, and then if it's like some kind of freeze motherfucker, I'll get all your monies. I'll be like straight up run a freaking way, and most likely there's a car that I can dive under while he's shooting crap, and then when he's out of bullets, I'll straight up run, continue running, or heck, go in the freaking library, or most likely if I get brave in, I'll most likely go to him, kick him in the crotch, beat the crap out of him, then call the cops on him and say he's been freaking scamming people for a lot of times, posing as a girl. And hopefully it might actually equal to, hey, congratulations. We've been looking for him for ages. Here's a cash reward. And I'm like, hell yeah. Yeah. So, if you want to learn something from Swoozie and from me, is that do not go for internet girls who freaking email you. Not unless you're a YouTube sensation like he is, but even so, I would still say be careful. Yeah, be very, very careful and crap. Which I think, yeah, one thing that's messed up for him is that one thing I don't even try anymore or even try to actually say, ooh, baby, is her freaking picture. That's one thing you have to be careful of. Is that, yeah, even though she has that hot picture on there, that doesn't mean anything about, oh, yeah, that's definitely her. That's not her, man. That is not her. As you can see, that was not her. She straight up took pictures from other person. Yeah, I mean, you have to be careful of that. When people don't want to show their real selves, that means either A, she's a fat girl, or B, even worse, a fat guy or girl. A fat guy or a skinny guy or some sick dude or someone who wants money. And the list goes on and on to the break of dawn. So, yeah, be careful when you're doing crap online, even today. Technically, today is worse than what it was back in the day, even though back in the day it still was horrible. So I guess you could say it's, I don't know, I mean, yeah, back in the day you don't even have pictures and stuff. You basically were talking to total strangers who you don't know exactly what they look like, compared to today where you can actually pretend you're someone else, a hot girl, and be able to actually tempt boys or a guy or whatever to do your bidding or whatever you want. So that's just all I have to say. It's just that. I'm like, seriously? Yeah. Yeah, it's like, yeah. I guess that's about it, isn't it? That's straight up about it, is that you have to be careful who you freaking talk to. And sadly, like when I first was doing Facebook, there was some lady who actually was who was freaking sending me emails saying, "May God be with you and God bless you and everything." And I friended her and crap. And she had like a few pictures and stuff, and she didn't talk whatsoever. She had friends who was talking to her, and then you see she posted another picture, said something, but she doesn't talk to you. Which I'm not even sure if she even is on my Facebook anymore. If not, thank goodness. I don't have to go on Facebook right now or a few days later, a month, and be like, you know what? There's some stupid girl who, or some quote unquote girl who freaking I friended because she sent emails and crap. I need to delete her ass. Sorry for the language, but still, yeah. But still, you have to be careful, man. Be careful. I mean, as soon you need to really meet the person in real life or have super proof. Might have actually put this on the wrong way. Oops. Anyways, yeah, you need some super proof to actually have, yeah, that's the girl. That's for girls, on the other hand, who have guys Dude, I seriously can't tell you. Oh yeah, and Craigslist is definitely not a place to actually look for love and stuff. I mean, there's some who did find it, and that's good for them. But on the other hand, there's so many others. Like, there's one posting here that says there's a 60-year-old lady who says that she's 40 years old and she's a total nut job as soon as he tried to do anything with her, which is kind of stupid. Yeah, and then you have so many others who are like, I will pay if like I will definitely pay you and stuff. And like, yeah, really, like, yeah, like right now I can see one that's like, yeah, I can tell that she is freaking fake, or I don't know. I mean, I can't tell. Maybe he got pictures from a girl who's like, oh yeah, let's talk naughty. But still, let me just close it out by saying, yeah, you can't trust anyone. I mean, you could trust some people. Yeah, there's some that actually should be trusted. And then there's others that are like, yeah, dude, no. And I can tell you that what he was doing is like, dude, no. And make sure you flag crap. Yeah, make sure you flag things that suck on Craigslist. If you're using Craigslist, yeah, definitely look for crap that you're able to flag and basically say it. And I guess since the Duke freaking called out some fakers, I say you do it too. Call out fakers. Call out people who are like, I'll do it for money. I mean, seriously. Shoot. Thank you for listening. And if you want to see that video of Swoozie's embarrassing, where is it? What was it? It's somewhere around here. Yeah, here you go. My embarrassing online dating story. Yeah. I'll have that link down below. You can watch it for yourself. And just remember, people, there are some people out there who suck like heck, and there are some who are actually gorgeous. And there might be sometimes where some is too good to be true, and some that is not too good to be true. So that's like when, yeah, let me just add some stuff in here right quick. That's why when you're doing this, especially if you're a girl, which most likely girls always do this, is the fact that you'll have a backup buddy right there. You have a backup buddy, or you basically will scout. Yeah, ask him what car or he or she is in. You guys, it works for you too. And basically survey that car. And heck, just freaking mask yourself as a hobo. And if it turns out to be good, unmask yourself and say, hey. And if it's not good, basically just say, spare any change. And if there's like, no, I don't have any change, you're like, okay, may God bless you. And walk along, and basically, you'll know, yeah. And if the dude replies back, hey, where the fuck are you? I was right there for a freaking dang hour. You can reply saying, I was the freaking hobo. I saw you. You were not what you said you were. So that's why I didn't unmask myself. Have a good day. I'm out. See, that's freaking easy as hell, isn't it? So, thank you for listening, and if you enjoy this type of stuff, freaking comment, subscribe down below, and like. I mean, do I really have to say that? This is really kind of getting old and crap to say that. Heck, I think this is the first time ever I said this in a video, but you should do it. And if you don't do it, may holy fire come down on your house. May freaking Ninja Turtles come knock at your door. They're my mentors. And beat the snot out of you because you watched without liking or commenting or subscribing. So thank you for listening, and I'm out. And if you take that lightly, guess what? You shouldn't do it. There's one person that I know who actually got the Ninja Turtles beating the crap out of him. So thank you for listening, and I'm out, and beware. Beware if you're watching this, and don't do crap. Beware.